do this quick little video and show you guys my recent comic pull. And I want to show you guys a horror anthology slash miniseries slash maxi series. I don't know how you would label it, but it is a horror anthology. And seeing as how it's Halloween, it's perfect time of year for that stuff. And actually, I wanted to show it just because I know Mongo StompTime07, he's into horror books, and a lot of you guys out there are too. And if you haven't heard of this, go pick it up. But that's at the end of the video. So I'm going to show you guys what I got the last couple weeks. If you guys don't know, I live in California, so the closest, and I live kind of out in the boonies, so the closest comic shop is about 45 minutes away, an hour away maybe. So it's really not feasible to drive that far to get my pull. So a buddy of mine that lives up here, we pull off Midtown every couple weeks, actually every other week. And so a lot of these will be from last week and this week. But I'll show you guys what I got. Walking Dead 103. Not really much to say about it other than the fact that it's awesome, of course. The usual. The huge. Great. If you guys aren't picking Walking Dead up, why the hell are you even reading comics? I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to say hell, but said it again. Hell. I don't know. Whatever. Here's the only Valiant book that I pick up. This is Exo Manowar number 6. Fantastic story. I love where they're going with this. Very different, very creative. Artwork is great. Pick up Exo Manowar. This one I'm sad to see ending. This was a limited series. The ongoing's still going on, but American Vampire, Lord of Nightmares, written by my boy Scott Snyder, and pencils by Dustin Nguyen, who's an amazing artist, by the way. I love Dustin Nguyen. Such a cool cover. I don't know if you guys can see how cool that is, but awesome cover. Dustin Nguyen's one of my favorite artists as well. And speaking of Scott Snyder, Talon, number 1. I swear that anything that guy touches is just phenomenal. I love Swamp Thing. I love American Vampire. Batman, of course, my favorite series that's going on right now. And then Talon, fantastic. And I think he just did the story on this one. And James Tynion the fourth actually wrote it, and he did a great job. He actually did the Batman annual too. But fantastic so far. Probably other than Batman, my favorite DC series would have to be Batwoman. Every time I pick this up, I get more and more excited to read the next one. J.H. Williams III, his artwork is just disgustingly great. So good. He did a stint where he was just a writer from, I think, 5 or 6 to issue 9 or 10 or something like that. Amy Reeder took over, and she did a great job too, kind of along his style. But as soon as he came back on to full art, man, this book is great. Can't get enough of it. I picked up all the Before Watchmen's. This is Minutemen number 4. This is my least favorite series out of all the Before Watchmen's. It's good. It's not terrible, but you know, you got to respect Darwin Cook for doing writing and artwork on this, and he actually writes the Silk Spectre, which is my favorite book that's out there, which surprisingly, I didn't think I'd really like that one very much, but it's awesome. Amanda Conner is just an insane artist, but this one's really good. The art's really good. Darwin Cook's a great artist, but the story, I don't know, it's just missing something. I don't know. Anyway, there's that. Speaking of great artists, Mark Silvestri, of course, I think everyone picked this up because it was free. I know a lot of comic shops sold them for a quarter or $1 or whatever, 50 cents. But regardless, it's worth it just for the Silvestri cover. Silvestri's a beast, man. Love Mark Silvestri. Another Mark I love, Mark Waid, one of my favorite writers. This is my favorite Marvel book right now. This is Daredevil number 19. Mark Waid, Chris Samney on art. Paulo Rivera still knocking these covers out of the park. And I don't know, I think he left Marvel, so his covers might be stopping here pretty soon. Hope not, but it is what it is. I'll follow him wherever he goes. Thanks to you guys, I passed on this series at first, and thanks to you guys, I picked it up. I haven't read any of them yet, but I picked this up because a lot of you guys are like, this is the best Marvel series, and I don't know if it's better than Daredevil, but I'm going to give it a shot. That's Hawkeye. This is Hawkeye #1, variant edition from the 50 Years of Spider-Man. So I would pick this cover anyways. They didn't actually have the regular cover, but I would pick this one anyways because it's so cool. So there's that. Then I got Hawkeye #2, and it's a second print variant, and I don't really care about that. Some issues I don't like getting second prints unless it's an awesome variant cover. I'll pick it up, but usually I like to go for the first prints. But this one I don't really care. It's a cool cover anyways. And then I'm caught up. I got Hawkeye #3. So I haven't read them yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. I haven't seen anyone say that it was bad. So there's that. And one of my other favorite artists did this one shot, and that's Francesco Francavilla. He did Marvel Zombies Halloween. You can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's got Daredevil, Black Panther, Luke Cage, zombies, and they're trick-or-treating. Like, are you kidding me with this nonsense? Like, so good. And my second favorite title, I'm sad to see it ending, Amazing Spider-Man 697, or 696, excuse me, and it is ending at 700, but, you know, the Marvel way, they'll probably pick it back up at, like, 782 or some crap, and, you know, whatever. But there's Spider-Man 696, great story. Dan Slott still doing a great job. Last one on my poll, my favorite read so far of that I haven't read all these, but my favorite one that I've read, Punisher Warzone #1. You guys know me. I'm a giant Punisher fan. I pick up anything with him in there. He's besides Spider-Man, he's probably my favorite character, and Daredevil's up there too. But Punisher, so good. Greg Rucka, I was unsure when he took over Punisher writing duties because Garth Ennis was just a beast on Punisher, and I wasn't sure if I'd like Rucka's art or writing style on Punisher. But the series that just ended, and it's so terrible it just ended because it was so good. But the series that just ended was just amazing. Every issue, there was not a bad issue out of. I think it ran for 16 issues as well. Not a bad issue in the whole lot. And this actually picks up right where that left off. And it's a mini-series, unfortunately. It's only a 5-part mini-series. But so good. So good. New artist, but he does a fantastic job as well. So that's my poll. I picked up another book. As you guys know, I'm going to Long Beach Comic Con in next Saturday. So I picked up this cover because, as you guys also may know, Bernie Wrightson's my favorite artist of all time. And I don't know how I didn't find this before, but this is 30 Days a Night, Retail Incentive cover #2 by Bernie Wrightson. Just so good. I mean, look at the awesomeness that exudes from this cover. Just so cool, man. So I'm going to have him sign that. I got a couple other books that I want him to sign too, but this one for sure. I got to have him sign that book. It's so cool. Here's the mini-series I want to tell you guys about. I'm going to try and go through these kind of fast. I want this to be a long video. But if you guys haven't heard of this, this is a horror mini-series, and came out from June 1999 to January 2001. Ran 16 issues. Unfortunately, it did get canceled. If it would come out today, I don't think it would get canceled because more people are open to books like this than they were even 10 years ago. But like I said, with the theme of Halloween, this is Flinch. If you haven't heard of this, this is like the comic book all-star team. I mean, it harkens back to the days of House of Mystery where you had like Neil Adams and Bernie Wrightson and just amazing artists and writers on there. Denny O'Neil. But this series actually this particular issue was the very first DC work of Jim Lee. As you guys know, he's the head honcho of DC now. But I mean, this one has Jim Lee artwork, Frank Quitely artwork, Bruce Jones wrote a story. This first issue is fantastic. The whole series is just so good. That's one. This is two. Let's see, Brian Azzarello, Eduardo Risso did a story in here, who did the whole 100 Bullets run. And like I said, I'm going to go through these kind of quick, but I mean, these covers are just fantastic. Garth Ennis, who I just talked about, did Punisher, and Kieran Dwyer did a story in here. Kelly Jones did some artwork in here. Just amazing. Ty Templeton did artwork in this one. Just freaking so cool, man. These covers. I hope you guys can see them all right. Covers are so cool. Mark Wheatley did a story in here. Awesome. So cool. Here's Flinch number 6. Let's see, Duncan Fegredo. I hope I pronounced that right. He did a story in here. I know he did a lot of Hellboy stuff, or he still does. I don't know if he does any of the BPRD stuff, but he does a lot of Hellboy stuff. So he did some artwork in there. This is Flinch number 7. See, Phil Jimenez did artwork in this one. I love Phil Jimenez's artwork. So good, man. Flinch number 7. And like I said, this lasted for 16 issues, unfortunately. Greg Rucka did a story in here. So you got both Punisher writers, Garth Ennis and Greg Rucka. So awesome, awesome. And most of these had 3 stories in them. Some of them only had 2, but it is kind of like the modern day House of Mystery. And I know they did reboot the House of Mystery series, but it's the same guidelines, you know, short stories. So cool. Awesome artwork. I mean, on the covers, just, and on the inside, it just will blow you away. Awesome. So cool. Brian Azzarello did a story in this one as well. Here's Flinch number 11, Cliff Chiang artwork, who does Wonder Woman. This cover actually won Cover of the Year from IGN or something like that, I think. So cool. This is probably my favorite cover out of the whole lot. And I'm not sure. I want to say Ryan Sook did it, but I'm not sure. I know he did some interiors in here. I'm not sure who did it, but I think it was Ryan Sook. Could be Frank Quitely too, but I don't know. So good though. Like, such a cool cover, man. Look at that. Flinch number 13. Let's see. Brian Azzarello did a story in this one as well. Like I said, it's different creative teams each book. It's just such a good. It's such a good series. If you guys haven't heard of it, please check it out. This one is Flinch number 14, and it had pencils by my favorite artist, Bernie Wrightson. And actually, one of my favorite cover artists, Tim Bradstreet, did the inks on that particular story as well. So, I mean, that's a treat for me. I think Bruce Jones wrote it. So, I mean, that's just, you don't get better than that. I mean, come on, you don't get better than that. Here's Flinch 15. Pretty awesome cover there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And the last one, unfortunately, like I said, it did get canceled. But here is Flinch number 16. So cool, man. Such awesome covers, artwork. Just check those out. They're so cool. So anyway, guys, that's the haul I wanted to show you guys today. Go check out Flinch. I mean, it just. You know what? Let me while I got you here, let me show you a little interior artwork on here on issue number 1 here. Like I said, Jim Lee does the artwork on the first story. Awesome preview for Soldier, classic movie, Kurt Russell. But look at that Jim Lee artwork. So good, man. So good. I mean, and the different art styles too. You got Jim Lee, and then this one is Richard Corbin artwork. And then, let's see if I can this one. Just so cool, man. So dark, and I mean, like, I hate to keep saying that, yeah, it's like House of Mystery, but it really is. I mean, it's just so cool. Like, I mean, a little graphic there, but such a cool series. Guys, go pick that up. It's super cheap. You won't go wrong. Halloween time, perfect to read at night. Go check it out, guys. Flinch. So anyways, hope you guys are having a great week. Put your comments below. Like it if you like it. Don't like it if you don't like it. I don't really care. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I'll be showing more stuff pretty soon here. And like I said, hope you guys are having a great week. Be safe on Halloween. If you guys aren't going out or partying or whatever, or you're taking the kids out trick-or-treating, show them a good time. Make sure you don't go in any creepos' houses, and just have fun, because this is the best time of year. So anyway, guys, have a good week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.